kind of set you a challenge that no matter what you do in life, give it your all at all times, under all circumstances, and be all that you can be. And one of my greatest fascinations is that I like the redesigning of the life experience. And I like to find creative and practical ways to help push the limits of human potential. And just as a quick show of hands, who has problems here or troubles in their life right now? Just raise your hand. Yeah, don't be shy, it's okay. And who would like more opportunities? Raise your hand. Okay. So you better treat your problems like opportunities. See, the thing is, the first thing we have an inclination to do as human beings is when we get a new problem, we run away from it. And really, that's where all the opportunities are. And you have to treat your problems with so much superhuman optimism that they transform from problems into challenges, and then challenges into opportunity. And really, I think your greatest opportunity is you. And no matter where you are in your life now, and no matter what stage you're in life, how much pandemonium you might be going through right now, you're your greatest opportunity, because you have more ability than you can ever begin to imagine. And Bob Marley said that you are a universe within yourself. And I really think that life is almost like a mirror reflection from your internal world to your external world. And I think a lot of the obstacles we actually come across, a lot of the issues, are actually within us. And a lot of the times it just takes something like a problem to actually realize how strong you actually are. And just like with a physical mirror, if you didn't like the way you look one day, you wouldn't start punching the mirror. You would, change the way you dress, change your makeup, so you would look differently in the mirror. And I think we should have that same approach with our life. We shouldn't get angry with the problems, we should change the reflection. And how I mean by that is actually changing your perception and outlook of your problems so they change the way they present themselves to you. And I think there's three major obstacles, which aren't really obstacles. I would say that they're allies, because they're the catalyst for positive reinvention within you. And the obstacles are that of fear, that of failure, and that of fear of failure. And I really think that with failure, even when you fail and you fall flat on your face, you still fall forwards. And even when you fail, you still succeed and find out it doesn't work as well. And a lot of people would say that failure and success are like two polar opposites. But in reality, success is built upon failures. They're one and one of the same equation. And one of my favorite quotations is, the winner and the loser both fail, but the winner gets back up and does it again. And I really think that, failure is just another opportunity to begin again more intelligently. And I think sometimes you have to lose in order to find out how to win. And I really think that winning isn't necessarily everything, but having the will to win is. And I really think with actual fear, our first inclination with fear is to perceive it as danger. And I actually don't view it as necessarily like a force field trying to stop you from where you are to get to where you want to be. It's actually like a portal of self-discovery. And you actually find when you find these fear portals, when you step through them, they kind of disappear like smoke. And you realize they're just illusions, they're not actually real. And when you go through the other side, you actually present yourself with more opportunities. And you realize you feel more confident, you feel more capable, and you just unlock a little nugget more of your potential. And with fear, I don't necessarily view someone who's a hero and someone who's a coward as that different. I actually view them as both one and one the same, because they both feel afraid. I actually view someone who is courageous. Having courage doesn't mean you're not afraid. Having courage means you're scared, but you still choose to fight back. And for that reason, that's the only difference between a hero and a coward. The hero tries to overpower the thing what's trying to overpower him until he overpowers it. And that's the only difference. And for that reason, they are your greatest allies. But we have to have the right tools to combat them. And I think the two characteristic traits that we have to learn to adopt and grow upon are that of courage and that of perseverance. So the persistence to have, the ability to overcome all these different rejections and failures and, setbacks, and also the courage to begin something, even when I'm afraid, I will never go at it. And them two combined are what I call the master key. So that unlocks all chambers to your true potential. And, I'm just going to close the speech by saying, don't look for greatness. Seek trying to find your true self and discover them both. And I really view our potential almost like a treasure chest. or it's buried deep within us. And it just takes you to remember that you have this key at all times, and you have the ability to unlock it. So thank you very much for that. Nice one.